If you're somebody who loves Bitcoin, crypto, NFTs, anything in the Web3 space, this video is for you. Because yet again, the IRS has some more proposed changes to the 1099 in regards to the whole broker-dealer drama dilemma. I don't even know what to call it at this point. But have no fear, O Army members. Make sure you like this video, share it, and drop me a comment after you've watched the entire thing, because my CPA, Scott Martin, is going to come on and explain to you what these proposed changes mean, what you need to do, and just really kind of how to navigate all of this. As always, I recommend you not only pay your crypto taxes, even though they're a scam, but hire somebody in your local city, neighborhood, community that understands how these work. Scott's information is on my website, CryptoWendyO.com. Go ahead, listen to him, and really, really, really take this in.
Scott Martin here. Today we're discussing the draft form 1099-DA, which the IRS released in the Federal Register last year in August. While we're going over this, remember that this is just a draft. It's far from final. Let's talk generally about the 1099 form system. 1099 forms have been around for a long time. Think of them as like a W-2 sent to the IRS and the recipient to inform them of exchanges of assets, receipts of payments, things like that. The IRS is adapting the current 1099 system to work with digital asset trading. We actually already have a form provided by the IRS for this called an 8949, which exchanges have been using for a while. This 1099 version gives a lot more detail though. Let's break it down. Who has to file this form? This is and any entity that's considered a broker has to file that. Basically exchanges, ATMs, wallets, that type of thing. Who's the broker going to be filing the 1099-DA on? Okay, if you have disposed of any digital assets, they're going to file a 1099-DA on you. Acquisitions are not included. If you purchase any kind of digital property, that's not involved in the 1099-DA system. Okay, so if you've received a Form 1099-DA, it means that you've generally sold, exchanged, or otherwise disposed of a financial interest in a digital asset, and you should check the yes box, the infamous yes box, next to the question on page 1 of Form 1040. Let's get into the details of the actual 1099-DA. Here's the actual form itself. Remember that this is a draft. So we're going to go through each one of the sections real quick. Filer's name, street address, normal stuff that you would see on a W-2 or a 1099, TIN, pretty pedestrian stuff here. Where it starts getting challenging is going to be in this section 1 area. One of the first things you're going to notice is that they're going to want a code for the digital asset. You'll notice that they're asking for a number of units, date and time required, sold or disposed, proceeds, cost, or other basis. What this is implying is that this form is going to have to be generated for every time you do a trade. I don't know about you, but I have clients that have thousands and thousands of trades per year, if not per month. So there's going to be thousands of these reports that are going to be needed. Now, a lot of these brokers are sending this data in an electronic format. The thing that concerns me is if we slide down here to section 11B and 11A, they're asking for a sale transaction ID as well as a digital asset address. So basically a wallet address along with the number of units. This is going to get extremely complex, and I don't really see this being incredibly useful information. Also, I'm concerned about putting all this information on a form that's going to the IRS. There's all sorts of hacking going on with crypto. We might as well just giving them access to the entire blockchain if we're going to be providing them with all of this intel, as opposed to the Form 8949, which gave you the opportunity to give summary information. And honestly, the big problem here is going to be the reporting of basis. Basis is basically what you are going to be reporting to the IRS as the cost of the digital property that you are disposing of. Basis gets very complex depending on the accounting method that you're using, depending on what year we're talking about, depending on how you're valuing the digital asset in the beginning. A lot of these digital assets don't even have a value attached to them when you purchase them. So it's going to be nearly impossible for brokers to report on it, as it involves you, the trader, in determining what the accounting method, timing, coin valuation, all those things are, which are all subject to reporting and accounting methodologies. The big takeaway from this is the IRS is attempting to gather information but isn't really sure what information they can legally or safely access. The form is currently being evaluated and is far from final at this point. We will definitely keeping you posted on this.